Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami. If you're new to me, I am a public speaking coach who helps other coaches, consultants, authors, and healers spread their message behind microphones so they can grow their business and, most importantly, grow their impact as public speakers. Now, I'm super excited to announce the Talking TED with Jenn mini video series that will run throughout the rest of November, leading into a very special Black Friday sale only for my subscribers. So if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to this channel and this specific playlist so you don't miss a single TED video. Now, what is Talking TED with Jenn? I am taking amongst the top 25 most popular TED Talks of all time. We're talking millions of viewers on each one of these TED Talks. And I will be evaluating and reviewing these talks from the perspective of a public speaking coach. Now, I do want to make a brief distinction between what a public speaking coach might do versus what a public speaking trainer or consultant might do. As a coach, I co-create a partnership with my clients. And because these TED Talks are publicly available content, I have not coached a single one of those individuals that I'll be reviewing. And so the process I'm using for the evaluation has nothing to do with coaching. If I were to coach with you privately, I would instead offer my strongest skills as a coach, which is ask powerful questions, create awareness and presence, and help you understand how your particular presentation will impact your audience and meet your goals for your business or your book. So I do want to put that disclaimer out there. None of these people are clients of mine that I'm reviewing, and the type of evaluation I will be sharing as part of this series just gives you an idea of some of the work I do as a public speaking coach, but does not incorporate all of the ways that I serve my coaching clients. Now, I wanted to announce which of the 6 talks I have decided to focus upon for this particular series. Now, there are 25 on the list on the TED website, which I will link to below this video. I do not have time, energy, or capacity to review all 25 talks. That is hundreds of thousands of words and many, many, many minutes that I don't have time to review. But I have selected 6 talks. Now, most of these talks do focus on communication, and not all of them are on communication. So I'd love to share with you the 6 talks that I will be reviewing, as well as a schedule of events so you know what to expect once you subscribe to my channel and my playlist. So first, I'm going to start with Amy Cuddy, who, if you're not familiar with her, she wrote the book, The Power of Presence, and she talks about body language. Then the same week, I'm going to review Julian Treasure, who's a communication coach and did a presentation on communication. The following week, I will be focusing on Chinamanda, I believe is how you pronounce her name, as well as Daniel Pink. Then I will round out the series with Sean Aker, who is also an author. So those are the 5 talks that I have selected. Now, if you have a particular choice amongst that list of 25 that you want me to add as a bonus session, I'm happy to do that. Feel free to drop your comments below this video or send me a personal email. I'll put my email below the video so you can tell me and vote for the talk that you want me to incorporate. There's a talk on orgasm. There's a talk on misdirection from a magician called Apollo Robbins. There are many good options there, and I want to make sure I'm providing value to you as part of this series. Now, these talks, you may be wondering, why did I choose these talks? Well, several of the speakers are women. That was important for me to be representative of the list I have here. And many of the TED Talkers are men, let's be honest. So I wanted to incorporate at least a few women in different styles. Now, one of the speakers is British. At least one of them is British. I think maybe 2 may be British. So I wanted also to include some international perspectives. And then one of the speakers happens to be non-white. It was important for me to include some sort of multicultural element in terms of the speaking styles that I will be looking at. So in a nutshell, and some of these speakers I have heard before, I have read their works, I've followed them. So I'm just a big fan and would love to take a look at their spoken content as opposed to the written content. So there's a little bit of what I liked in there. There's a little bit of what you might like in there. And don't forget to vote in the comments below this video for the 6th talk you want me to critique and evaluate live here on my YouTube channel. And I'm happy to include that as a bonus TED Talk to evaluate. If you'd like to connect with me and get a copy of the speaker feedback form that I am using for each of these evaluations, then please join my email list or send me a message saying, I want the speaker feedback form, and I'm happy to send that to you free of charge. This is a speaker feedback form I use with my private coaching clients. So if you decide you want to schedule a phone call and a consultation with me to talk about what that might look like, I'm happy to connect with you. In the meanwhile, my name is Jenn Espinosa-Goswami, and I do want to put this short disclaimer as well. I am not a TED Talker. I have never done a TED Talk or a TEDx. I was accepted for an Ed Talk at one point, but it was shut down due to COVID. So this is an important exercise for me as a public speaking coach as well, because I don't typically listen to other speakers. I like to work one-on-one with my clients and meet them where they are. But I think this is a public platform that many people have listened to, are familiar with these speakers, are familiar with the content and with the talks. So this is an important place where I can showcase my skills as an evaluator and as a public speaking coach. So that is why I decided to run this series of videos. I love to hear from my folks and subscribers, so please connect with me and let me know what you're most excited to hear about, which talk you're most looking forward to, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We'll see you for our first week of TED Talks with Amy Cuddy and Julian Treasure. See you then.